welcome everybody to Central Valley Today. I am your host, Stephanie Bainham. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. We have all heard of Botox and fillers by now, right? But have you heard that who actually gives you those injections matters? It's helpful to have a medical doctor give you the treatment in order to get the most naturally looking results. Here to explain, we have Dr. Campbell Waldrop. He's with the Med Spa at IQ. Welcome back, doctor. Always good to see you.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Yes, how have you been?
I've been good.
Good and busy.
Yes, very busy.
Well, your practice is wonderful. The Med Spa at IQ, your staff is friendly, the facilities are amazing, and I'm sure you get a lot of people walking through your doors asking about Botox.
Yes, we do a lot of Botox at IQ at the Med Spa, and it's a great product, and we do have a lot of questions about when can they use it, how can they use it. Just very briefly, it's a great for the lines kind of between your eyes, for the lines around your eyes, up on the forehead, and I'll even do a little bit around the mouth. We also have some of the other products like the fillers, like Juvederm or Voluma, which are wonderful products, and they all work really well together. And they're, you know, kind of going back to what you're saying, they're great products, they can give great results, but you want to make sure you have an expert injecting them, and that they really listen to your concerns to kind of help you achieve the goals that you're looking to achieve.
That is so true. You don't want just anybody injecting you with these powerful products that really work. So tell us about your background in being an MD, how that just adds to the beautifulness of the results.
Well, I feel like with my training and medical background, the understanding the anatomy, understanding how people move their faces has really helped me, and my surgical practice is focused on eyelids, and so just that whole area of the face is the area that I specialize in, and I've really kind of like to pride our practice and our whole thing on kind of natural results and giving people just a fresher version of them. That's what I'm really kind of looking for.
Yeah, you're so right about the anatomy. You have the training, the background, and it really makes a difference. Okay, I know a lot of folks have questions about fillers. What is the difference between Juvederm and Voluma?
Voluma, yeah. So they're great products. They are a sugar gel. They're things that are naturally in your body. There are no animal products in them. They break down into water. So the Voluma and the Juvederm, they're various levels of kind of thickness. So the Voluma is a little bit thicker. It's more for kind of up on the cheeks and kind of lifting a little bit. I have some up there. Whereas like the Juvederm might be more for in these folds here, or the lips are a great area that can really be very nice. So they're different kinds of, they're similar products, but you use them on different parts of the face.
Yeah, and do a lot of folks, they're looking for more cheeks?
Yeah, so it's one of those areas that it can work very nicely. It's a very subtle area. It's one of the areas I really like. It can just give a little bit of lifting to that whole area, and it works really well.
And I know we see all over social media, the lips are huge, so people ask you for that, but I know you're very cautious to make sure that they still look natural.
Yeah, and that's where it all comes back to, the social media can be kind of give a different impression. It certainly brings awareness, but sometimes some of those looks that make it out there are a little bit more overdone than the kind of thing that I'm looking for, at least.
Yes.
And again, that comes back to me sitting there and talking with the patient and trying to come up with a plan that fits their face and what looks natural.
Well, speaking of, who's a good client for these procedures? And I know it's for men and women.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely tends to be more women that are aware of it, but there are men who will do it, and especially with the Botox, it can work great for both, but both products work really well for men and women. I have people age range from some people in their 30s all the way people up into their 70s and 80s. And it's always kind of interesting on that. Some people say, oh, well, when I get older, I just won't care. And I always feel like, caring is important. And that's one of the things I really like about this practice and these patients is I like working with people who care how they look.
Yes.
Because when they look better and they feel better, it's a very rewarding experience.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
And in all honesty, my dad's in his 70s and he does Botox.
Yeah.
And it makes him feel so much better.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It would surprise a lot of people out there how many people do it, and they aren't necessarily always the people that you
that
think,
are sharing it.
which hopefully gets back to doing natural results and kind of very nice nice outcomes that fit people's face and their kind of their goals.
Yes, it really is just a better version of yourself. Just, you know, some lines are erased and you just feel better and fuller. And I'm so glad that you offer it. Okay, so let's talk about, you have a nice little special running.
Yes, we do. We have the Voluma that's now going to be the same price as the Juvederm, which is a very nice special. And it's, again, a great product. And so you can certainly call or go on to Waldrop MD to look up some of the information and call the office if you have any particular questions. But right now we have a special going with the Voluma.
That's awesome. Well, just in time for graduations and weddings and this summer. It's a perfect time to stop in. And remind us exactly where you're located.
So it's the Med Spa at IQ. The actual building's on Sharon, but you can always go to waldropmd.com to check out some of the information and get the contacts.
Well, thank you so much for educating us on Botox and these filler products that are super popular and reminding us how important it is to consider who is putting those on your face. And I know you're an expert, so thank you so much, Doctor.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Coming up.